Chocolate TV episode 105. 105. And today I promised an American fellow, hello Ed, and his sister, hello Ed's sister, to try some Lindt chocolate. And I've got 4 of them here, so I'm going to be quite quick. And afterwards I'm actually, because Ed is a wine dude and I'm a wine dude, I'm going to try it with ChocolateTV, rive salt, appellation rive salt contrôlée, vin doux naturel, sweet red wine, sweet natural. It's not natural. You stop the fermentation by adding grape alcohol. So it's not naturally higher in alcohol. 17% from the Roussillon neighborhood. Rive salt is it sweet wine appellation. We're going to try that with the chocolate. First off, Lindt, the normal Lindt, 70% cocoa, and then a Lindt Madagascar, also 70%, just to see the difference between two 70% Lindt chocolate bars. And after that, roasted almond with 47% cocoa, and strawberry intense with 47% cocoa. I hope that will be enough. So, oh sorry, let's start off with the most common Lindt chocolate in the world, I think it is, the 70% cocoa. And tasting chocolate, you all know how to do that. Break off a piece, look at the color. This is a dark brown with almost black features. Very dark, actually, to my eyes. I just had another chocolate on my Swedish chocolate TV, who was a lot more red. Though it was 77.77%. This is 70%. Excuse me. So, if you look at the color and you can look at the break, good crystal structure, and then you smell the chocolate to see what does this chocolate smell like. Smell like. Actually, a lot of sugar. For 70%, this is a lot of sugar. There's some dry wooden file dust. There's that sweet component. It's almost like cherries dipped in liqueur as well. Well, let's taste it. Tasting, it's always good to grind it up and then let it melt on your tongue and let the chocolate flow all over your tongue to catch all the nuances, all the flavors. Kind of fruity taste. Fruity in the sense of fruit. Almost a mix of red fruit and some yellow tropical fruit. Sweet, yeah, for being 70%, quite. There's no acidity in the chocolate. It's more like sweetness of vanilla ice cream and peach and red currant and raspberry mixed in with chocolate dust. It dries out your palate, so it's not that creamy. But if you're a sweet buff, this is good chocolate for you. 70%. It's not that much sugar in it, but it has a sweet flavor. I'll give this a 5 points out of 10. In the middle. Not a bad chocolate, not an extremely good chocolate. A nice chocolate. Going on to the 70%, same cocoa nut, but beans from Madagascar, Madagascar, as it's called in Swedish. To compare, it might be hard to see, but actually the first 70, that one, is a slightly darker, more blackish brown. This has a more tendency to dark brown with a little earthy touch. Let's break off a piece and do the nose tango. And you know, one nostril at the time. One nostril is activated by your brain. Your brain is not smart enough to have both nostrils activated at the same time. This is a more like, this is a dry scent with almost pine and fudge. Actually, there's some vanilla. Yeah, sure, it's vanilla in the chocolate. So vanilla fudge mixed with pine. Add some sugar to that and some dark chocolate on top of that. You got the scent in my nose. Your nose might be quite different. Just try it and see. So let's taste it. A lot more subtle start. No bitterness, no sweetness, more like a neutral start with some deep dark caramel, with some butterscotch, and you got some candied almonds. And some milk. There is no milk in the chocolate, but that feel and that taste. Very subtle, very mild. There is very little bitterness or very little tartness on the chocolate. This is a piece of chocolate you actually could melt in your mouth and have it for a long while. It won't dry the mouth out. It won't get your heartburn because of the sugar. This would go great with a mocha or a latte. This would go great by its own as well. Nice flavor. Mild, round. I like it. I'm giving this 7 out of 10. Hopping along, running along, we go to the roasted almond. So you got roasted almond in 47% cocoa count. So this should be tasting and smelling of roasted almond and a little bit of chocolate. As you can see, leathery reddish brown color. A little bit easier to break off because it's a lower cocoa count, and it has some, I don't know if you can see that, it has lots of crushed up almond bits in it. So let's see if there's any scent of the almond or the chocolate. picking up a faint hint of red berries with some tree bark and a little bit of almond, not much. And there's a sugary and fatty smell as well. It's the cocoa butter speaking, and the sugar and the chocolate bar. Well, yeah, let's taste it. Semi-sweet chocolate with flavors of sweet raspberry and sweet pear, actually. The almond bits do not bring much to the table, actually. Maybe the chocolate is a tiny bit too sweet. But I can't taste the almonds. It should be roasted almonds. You should have some roasted character, perhaps a little bit of... No, I don't feel it. This is a quick bite. You chew it, you swallow it, you don't savor it. This is a 3 out of 10. That's not a good chocolate in my book. It's a, yeah, you can use it as candy, no problem. As candy, it's excellent. But as a chocolate, savoring a chocolate piece of chocolate, no, not that one. Let's go to Intense, Strawberry Intense. This is a new addition to the line. So let's open this one up. Strawberries in chocolate. Yeah, you did. Strawberries in chocolate fondues. And eat it with champagne. So, whew, this is really reeking of strawberry synthetic. Let's see, what is it in it? Sugar, cocoa mass, cocoa butter, milk fat, freeze-dried strawberries, 1% only, 47% cocoa, natural aroma, soy and vanilla. So if there's 1% freeze-dried strawberries and it smells like this, the natural aroma is not natural. This one is actually, it's 47. It's a bit darker than the previous one, actually. It's more dark brown instead of a leather brown. Yeah, you can see on the back, there's that is supposed to be the freeze-dried. There's only 1%. There's a lot of it. How can that be 1% of the total amount of strange? Anyway, let's smell it. Or I can smell it from here. Have you ever eaten strawberry candy? Dry strawberry candy, almost, it's like strawberry powder in sort of a baked little shell with strawberry powder inside. This is what this smells like. Strawberry powder. A lot of chemical smell. I can't smell any chocolate whatsoever. There's a sweet smell and there's this chemical strawberry smell. That's overpowering. Let's see how it tastes. You certainly got the flavor of extremely sweet artificial strawberry. Sorry, Lindt, I'm very sorry. I'll call this artificially. It's strawberry acid, it's strawberry sweet, it's strawberry full. And where's the chocolate? I can't feel the chocolate. Well, chocolate is the mass and that's melting in your mouth. But it brings nothing to the table. Maybe you should have 0.5% of strawberry in this. But it is intense indeed. So the strawberry intense, yeah, dark. Lindt Excellence Strawberry Intense Dark. Fine dark chocolate with strawberry pieces. No. If you like strawberry in an artificial way, yes, you can eat this. This is candy, but this is not chocolate. The chocolate disappeared. So I'm giving this a 1 out of chocolate-wise. If I'm going to be nice, I could give this a 2 for being candy. But I'm not nice today. So let's go back to the dark chocolates and try that with Château Cazeneuve from Rivesaltes, appellation Rivesaltes contrôlée, south, east of France, close to the Mediterranean, at the Spanish border, famous for the vin doux naturel, with a natural sweet wines. This has a heat kind of smell. The nose is, there's 70% alcohol, so you can feel the alcohol, yes. There was lots of dried grapes, raisins, plums. You got some chocolate there as well. Yeah, some mix between red and black licorice. Sorry, it's a strong smell, but it smells delicious. So, taking a piece of the 70, who I gave 5 points, right? Tasting with a beverage, melt the chocolate in your mouth, put in the beverage and see if they mix enough to get a marriage. Or maybe there's a clash and a fight and a war. This wine is quite overpowering, this chocolate actually. It's a delicious wine, but it's actually, it has some, the wine has a heat component from the alcohol, but also a heat component from the wine. This is a 2001, it is 11 years old. It is hot in the sense of this is black pepper bordering on chili pepper. This is dried plum, this is raisin, this is and it is dry. It's dried plum dry. It's raisins dry. It is sweet, but the sweetness disappears for the black pepper, the chili pepper, the hints of dark, dry chocolate, which actually drowns the chocolate from the 70%. But there's something else there as well, I can't... But it actually dries out your tongue. It is like drinking a high tannin red wine, but sweet. Nice. It didn't go that well with the 70%. Let's try with the Madagascar 70%. The more vanilla caramel kind of 70% chocolate. Actually, a slightly better mix. This time the chocolates, toffee, caramel, vanilla character with a mild appearance of this chocolate ham actually are not that overpowered by the wine. Strange. It should be. Or shouldn't it? Maybe there's a hidden sweetness in that second chocolate that actually enhances the sweetness of the wine, so it don't get attacking with its high, dry, black pepper feel. It worked better. So let's try the roast. Sweet chocolate with fruity character. I suspected that this wine would actually bring the almond flavor, and it does. You get a lot more almond flavor, you get sweet on sweet. If you ask any chef, dessert cook, they say the beverage should be sweeter than the pudding and then the dessert. That will probably be the best route to go. Those two chocolates with sweet wine should have worked better than this sweeter chocolate with this sweet wine, but no, actually a better mix, because the wine enhances the almond and the chocolate has a sweetness that matches the wine. Strange, but it's only my palate. You can try it at home and find out for yourself what your palate likes or do not like. Let's take the strawberry intense. See what? Oh, dry strawberry powder. Cheers. No, the strawberry flavor actually kills the wine. It is too chemical, too strong. Only 1% strawberry, but still too strong. It said intense, but intense to the border of destroying everything else you might put in your mouth. No. It's the best combo with this sweet, natural sweet wine, the roasted almond, and the Madagascar. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the show, Ed and Ed's sister. Hope you other peeps watching enjoyed it. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.